looks like he did win the die roll. If he rolled more than an 8, had to be a strong one, 9 through 12. And Xu Ping says he is going to start off our finals here. So now do you think, now that you know he's going first, does he have a little bit more of an edge? We're in the standby phase. Does Charlie have anything he wants to activate?
I don't necessarily think Fiendsmith Ryzeal cares that much about going first. Obviously, it's very helpful, but you have a lot of tools that help you going second, and you are able to close the game out very well if you...
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, Fiendsmith Engraver is just going to be a strong start.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that we can already know if we've been watching any of Xu Ping's other feature matches. That means he probably doesn't have a copy of Fiendsmith's Tract in his hand because he always goes for that one first. But no Droll and Lockbird. He's going to activate Fiendsmith's Tract to add the Fabled Lurie. Fabled monsters, if they're sent to the graveyard, can special summon back, and that is the case here for Fabled Lurie. Now he has a Light Fiend monster on the field. He'll be able to send that to the graveyard to link summon Fiendsmith's Requiem from the extra deck. It's a link 1, and if he's going to be able to tribute that off to special summon a Fiendsmith's monster from the deck, but not before he's normal summons Ice Ryzeal.
I mean, this
could end horribly, right?
This was the ideal opening that you wanted to have, having Engraver as well as Ice Ryzeal, the most powerful starting combination for the Fiendsmith Ryzeal deck. It looks like Charlie is really considering if he wants. I think there is a Molcharmy in his hand, but
he hasn't used it just yet.
Shu played around it because at least if Ice Ryzeal is activated, he could chain to the Fualos there, but now he's going to guarantee get the draw there, but it's just Ash anyway.
Xu Ping has Ash Blossom and Joyous Spraying for the Fualos again. We saw that in the last top 4 match, and now he's here in the finals doing the same thing. So the Requiem is going to resolve to special summon Lacrima, the Crimson Tears from the deck to the field.
I had ice.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
ice, yeah.
I'm saying, what did you
Ice.
didn't just... Can I see? Can I see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you say you had a sword, if it's in your head, then yeah, you had a sword.
Just wanted to check what he added off the Sword Ryzeal. He did add another copy of Ice Ryzeal from his deck to his hand. Now the Lacrima, the Crimson Tears on summon is going to send a Fiendsmith monster from the deck to the graveyard.
You're going to send another copy of Fiendsmith Engraver there, loading it up in the grave with plenty of Light Fiends. Now, one Fualos down with the Ash Blossom. He can go for the full combo here. It looks like he will be doing so.
Going to link away his 2 monsters. Sends 2 monsters to the graveyard to summon the link to Fiendsmith Sequence. Fiendsmith Sequence will let him fusion summon by shuffling back monsters from his graveyard and hand. But it looks like this is prompting Charlie to think for a moment. Xu Ping's going to activate the effect of Sequence 2 fusion summon.
This is going to be attempting to summon that Fiendsmith Desiree. And if he's going for the combo, I think he's going for it. It's not going to stay on the field very long.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie does have a copy of Nibiru, the Primal Being, in hand. Looks like he's contemplating, and an Infinite Permanence. Plenty of disruption here for Charlie.
I mean, it definitely doesn't look like a bad hand. We're going to use the Infinite Permanence now, force Xu Ping to commit more to the field.
All right, that's going to negate the sequence, hopefully keeping Xu Ping here from summoning Fiendsmith Desiree.
Engraver's going to activate now, putting the Lurie back into the deck. So to summon itself out from the graveyard.
Charlie, deep in thought, thinking he wants to do anything here in the open game state after the summon of Fiendsmith Engraver.
I imagine you wouldn't. So now we can go into a Link 3, likely into Agnum Day. Agnum Day is able to use its effect to bring back the Lacrima from the graveyard, which threatens 2 level 4 monsters.
Yep, and he's going to... So the Agnum Day turns into an equipped card to special summon back the Lacrima equipped with Agnum Day. Now he's going to overlay the 2 level 4s for Ryzeal Duo Drive. Now we'll see if this prompts anything here from Charlie. He's going to use the Duo Drive's effect on summon to attach a Ryzeal monster material. And
Duo Drive is going to activate on field now. That is going to prompt Nibiru, the Primal Being, to come down from Charlie's hand. But we know there is already an additional Ice Ryzeal in hand, so there's at least one other Ryzeal monster that you can summon.
A timely Nibiru, the Primal Being. This is one of the cards I had my eyes on being a popular choice.
We didn't see it a lot in Swiss, but it's been really a game changer in Top Cut here.
Almost every single match in Top Cut has been involved with Nibiru.
Yeah,
Yep.
just dual dive.
There is the
25-20.
okay, just confirming the stats on the Nibiru token. X Ryzeal is going to drop down here. It was almost guaranteed to be in the hand when you search Ice Ryzeal after already normal summoning Ice Ryzeal that turn. Eclipse Twins hits the graveyard. It won't be live, and we send off of empty mouths for the Ice Ryzeal. Now we can still make Detonator. Detonator is going to attach the Eclipse Twins that was sent to the grave off the effect of X Ryzeal.
Still finding a way to get to where he needs to be to have at least some form of interaction during Charlie's turn.
But he has no cards in hand after that. So it's just a question of how can we deal with this Detonator. If there's a good answer to this Detonator, then there is not a whole lot going for Shuping here. I think there is still the Lacrima as well as a Requiem in the grave as well.
Yep, so he'll have access to Fiendsmith in Paradise during Charlie's turn.
So not a lot of potential follow-up in the Ryzeal side of things, but a lot of follow-up from the Fiendsmith side of things.
Okay.
Yep.
Draw phase.
Yeah, Tiki draw phase.
All right, considerations in draw phase here. Are we going to try to use the Lacrima immediately? It doesn't seem like it.
Okay, my phase. Main phase.
Right, allowed to enter the main phase. Charlie will activate Mitsurugi Prayers.
Yep, sir.
Will Shuping go ahead and use the Lacrima? I believe they said they're in the main phase, right?
Yeah, they're in the main phase, and there's no reason to play Run Draw and Lockboard when your opponent doesn't have a hand. At least give you the threat of, oh, maybe there's a card of the Triple Tactics variety in your hand here as well. Namely Tactics in this situation if you're going for main phase effect.
All right, the prayers is going to add the brand new Mitsurugi monster, Amino Habakiri no Mitsurugi.
Habakiri is able to do the entirety of the Mitsurugi play on its own.
Also North.
Habakiri was activated here. It's going to be special summoning Saji, and we'll see what it tributes. It's going to be tributing the Nibiru, keeping a level 4 on the field.
Searches the spell or trap.
Saji is
That's no
going to
effect.
try and add a Mitsurugi Speller Trap from the deck to the hand.
Habaki really quick to tribute any monster.
Yeah. You just tribute one monster. Usually in the combo, you tribute King
One
of Pharaoh.
monster.
Yeah.
So that's Shing one to search.
Yep, we're going to be likely chaining the Detonator to remove the Saji from the field.
Ryzeal Detonator is going to blow up that Saji and send it straight to the graveyard, but the effect will resolve to still add
Anything on Rose?
maybe Mitsurugi Prayer, or yeah, Ritual.
Ritual in the hand, Habakiri in the hand as
Still
well.
Ritual spell, right?
Plenty of material to summon Amino Murakuma from the deck. Force out another material from the Detonator as well. Murakumo also way more threatening when your opponent doesn't have a hand, which means its negate effect will be applied.
Well, I mean, act as a trap. So, didn't do anything yet.
Why do you think Shuping's waiting to get the Fiendsmith in Paradise online? Just until he absolutely needs to, potentially?
I think he wants to keep the body on the field, so he wants to at least wait until Murakumo's been used.
That would make a lot of sense. So X Ryzeal is going to be coming down, sending Meteorological Aggregator. That Aggregator is going to try and negate the Detonator. This is going to force Shuping to use its effect on itself to bring itself back with the Eclipse Twin.
And then it's going to immediately lose to the Murakumo.
Things are looking really good here for Charlie Futch in game one.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Sure.
For Lacrima target.
All right, it looks like now is the time Shuping has decided to go ahead and use the Lacrima of the Crimson Tier to return it to the deck to special summon Fiendsmith Requiem from the graveyard.
In the new chain, Eclipse Twins will be able to trigger, targeting the Detonator as well as the Duo Drive in the graveyard.
Sure.
New chain. You don't have any more triggers, right?
No, no quick effects.
Okay. Twins target Detonator drive.
Sir.
Yep, Detonator will be hitting the field with the Duo Drive under it, and then will be able to trigger on the field to attach another monster from the graveyard to it.
So it gets the dodge. Aggregator still has 2 materials to be destroying cards on the field. The Requiem can contribute itself to summon out the Lacrima so you can get the Fiendsmith in Paradise into the graveyard.
Special effect.
Well, looks like we're going to continue with the Ryzeal monster, special summoning the Sword Ryzeal from the hand.
3.
Not sure if he's going to activate it.
Yeah, no,
2 no.
He's letting him know he knows the Habakiri and the Mitsurugi ritual.
It looks like he is activating the Sword Ryzeal. He's not going to be chaining the Detonator as well. Requiem will be chained instead. Going to be summoning the Lacrima from the deck. In the following chain, Lacrima will be able to activate to send that Fiendsmith in Paradise from the Shu's deck to the graveyard.
That Sword Ryzeal made sure that Charlie was able to get Ice Ryzeal to the hand there as well.
We have not committed our normal summon yet, I believe.
Oh, he main deck we have. Cool. You know.
That Fiendsmith in Paradise, if Charlie spell summons a monster, will be able to banish himself to send down a Fiendsmith Desiree, which will give him a way to deal with 1 card.
We'll see if there's an answer from Charlie here to the Fiendsmith in Paradise. I mean, there's still a Detonator on the field, but you have access to any rank 4 right now. At the very least, we know he plays Castell. If he wants to, yeah.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing as we just saw. He played Castell for the Harvey's Featherstorm in the top 4 match. That would be crazy if he went into Castell just to clear the Detonator.
I don't think he really needs to. He's going to commit to the normal summon here, summoning Ice Ryzeal. I don't know if he's activating the effect.
Looks like he is.
And is Detonator activating here? It looks like he's really conserving that Detonator effect. Gonna grab Star Ryzeal. Star Ryzeal's gonna be able to put Cross on the field.
That's a brand new secret rare out of Alliance Insight. It's like the first time Ryzeal's able to access their spells and traps without having to commit to going to like something like Ryzeal Duo Drive. It's a good way to get to Ryzeal Cross.
Now he does have to place it face down here. So Detonator will be able to immediately answer it at any point.
Alright, Shu's considering his options. Doesn't look like he's going to do anything quite just yet.
I think the play's on Charlie right now. He's just waiting for Charlie to make a move. At any point, Shu knows that he can activate the Mitsurugi ritual to summon the Murukuma from the deck, tributing the Habakiri from the hand. That's going to give him not only the Murukuma on the field, but will trigger the Habakiri to search yet another Mitsurugi card. But we'll be starting with Detonator on the field here. Is able to attach anything from the graveyard, likely going for the aggregator. Will this demand a response from Shu's own Detonator? Both players really thinking heavily about this. This is a very crucial turn here. This is going to be an important sequence because if Shu decides to chain his Detonator, Charlie's allowed to chain his own Detonator.
There's just explosions going off everywhere in that case. Looks like he's going to use the Detonator effect to attach the Mirological Aggregator.
I mean, I think at this point you flip up the Ryzeal Cross and the Charlie sees that he's going to flip it up. That's going to demand an answer. Detonator is going to trigger, trying to go after that Ryzeal Cross since it's not face up on the field yet, officially.
And now that will proc Charlie's Ryzeal Detonator.
We'll see what it goes after. Likely Shu's Detonator as well. Detonator will target Detonator. Let's see what Shu does with this activation now. He can, again, just go after Charlie's Detonator. Charlie's Detonator will be able to save itself by detaching material.
4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, getting rid of a level 4 monster here. Very smart. You want to cut off access to Duo Drive right now.
We know Charlie's last 2 cards are the Habakiri and the Mitsurugi ritual in hand. Oh, he has another card as well.
One mystery card in this scenario. There are still 1 interruption left for Shu with the Fiendsmith in Paradise in the graveyard. But other than that, we are pretty well off here.
I'll cross on risk.
Wait, what?
It hasn't resolved
The-
yet.
the-
Hasn't applied it yet.
Oh, it
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
applied yet.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So resolving. Yeah. So
I mean,
this
he
pop
did say
and
that
this
resolution
pop
is allowed,
detonator,
so Crossing will be destroyed, Star Ryzeal will be destroyed. I mean, this is a great time to just
Yeah.
activate the effect of Mitsurugi Ritual, because when you're able to special summon the Murakumo, you're able to use Murakumo's effect to negate anything that he summons off of Paradise here. So he is able to run away with the game from this point on.
I definitely think that's going to be the case. It's just going to be whether Charlie sees it and capitalizes on it right now. Looks like he's doing some math.
I mean, he is going to be able to pose a lot of damage right here. I think he's 100 off.
Is he really?
Yeah, 32, 3017.
That would be 79. But all right, Mitsurugi Ritual is going to be activated.
Special from the hand.
He's going to be special summoning from deck here, I can only imagine. Oh no, he's going to summon from hand. Contributing 2 monsters, he's going to get rid of the Kusanagi, as well as
1, 2, 3.
the Aramasa. No Fiendsmith in Paradise from the graveyard here. So we're going to be able to add a monster to hand, and the Kusanagi will be adding the ritual back to hand. So we will get to the Murakumo eventually, but we'll see if we're going to attempt to use the effect of Desiree in this chain.
He is going to use the Fiendsmith in Paradise. He can banish this from his graveyard to send the Fiendsmith Desiree from the extra deck to the graveyard.
I don't know what else he's really thinking about here. I don't think that there's anything else he can activate. I think maybe Charlie's considering if he wants to use Detonator or not.
Just to try and clear out some of these monsters that are on Shuping's side. Could be.
If he's, I mean, it would only be relevant if he's unable to summon Murakumo. Murakumo will clear the field anyway.
Have no response.
Charlie has no response there. Able to go into the extract, send that Desiree, and resolve this chain. We're going to be adding a monster off Aramasa. Summoning, getting another copy of Habakiri here.
Do you have any triggers first?
Do not.
And he's going to add back the Mitsurugi Ritual
I mean,
as well.
This version of the play definitely does set up another monster and does threaten game here. The Desiree will be able to get rid of one body here. Likely just going after the Detonator at this point. True, really considering what he has to go after. I don't know if he can afford to not go after the Detonator.
Let's see this here.
This is tense. Both players trying to be as cautious as possible.
Yeah, but this is going to be their last match of the tournament. One of these players will walk away the winner. You don't want to make any mistakes once you reach the finish line. And it looks like he's going to let the Detonator go to the graveyard from the Desiree.
I want to gain that. I
Yeah,
want
you
to
used
gain
already.
Yeah. Aggregator has already been used. Resolved the chain completely. Now we're able to finally activate the ritual again.
To
We're
summon
going-
from hand. Or from deck.
From deck this time.
He summoned from hand already. He's going to summon the Ame no Murakumo, tributing the Habakiri.
Attributing the one from the field instead of the one added to hand. Very interesting here. Adding another copy of Prayers. Oh yeah, because of course it does summon itself back from the graveyard, as all the Mitsurugi rituals do.
And now Charlie just in a commanding position, Shuping on no cards, facing down a bunch of rituals.
I mean, this is kind of why I wanted to go for Murakumo first, just directly, because you had the option to use the negate on the Fiendsmith in Paradise or just the Desiree, and then still have the Detonator on the field.
32, 49, 69, 73 total.
All right, so Shuping's going to have 700 life points left after all of this. But the biggest thing I think you keep mentioning is about the Ame no Murakumo has the effect for your opponent. If your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate that
Yeah, I have
effect
700
unless they
left.
discard a card from their hand. And being in like top deck mode here, believing in the heart of the cards, not a bad position to be in.
So
I mean, there's still a lot of Fiendsmith cards in Shuping's graveyard, so it's
True.
not down and out. But I don't know if it'll be good enough. He has the
No,
prayers to
I just,
resummon the Murakumo.
I activated at the start. Just search.
Looks like there's just one set here, likely going to be that prayers.
Yep, so a negate and basically a board wipe all in the same card. I don't know what Shing he's going to be able to draw. He does have a graveyard full of Fiendsmith cards, as you mentioned, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
I passed.
Oh, it passed. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't see that Charlie had passed his turn already. They were both. The players had been so tense up to this point. Like, there's not a lot of communication verbally.
You're gonna do something maybe phase 2 or something.
Nah, that was it. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, technically, we saw some cards in Charlie's extra deck. There is a rank 8 available if you wanted to continue with the Ryzeal cards, but I don't think it was quite useful right now. Leaving the Murakumo on field is quite strong. The Habakiri's additional effect to reduce your opponent's monster's attack, probably not going to come up, but it is relevant here.
Could be.
By me fish.
All right, so he has Lacrima and Agmon. He has Engraver, so the Engraver is going to put back the Desiree to special summon itself out of the graveyard.
Oh, cost putting my desk.
Okay, thank you.
Right, we'll see if we want to just clear it immediately. If we clear it immediately with the effect of Murakumo that's summoned back off of its own effect or from prayers, then you can immediately just save your last negate, so to speak, of Murakumo on the last card in Shuping's hand.
I will. Yeah, Requiem's in there
Yeah, recommend.
on the gate.
So it's either Discord one or.
Yeah, or
So he's going to try and use the Ame no Mura combo here on the Engraver's effects when it's attempting to summon from the graveyard.
So now Shu has to choose if he wants to discard a card or allow a Fiendsmith Engraver to be negated.
He only has 700 life points left. His back is against the wall. He's going to have to make a move now, but it's not going to happen in game number 2. This could
I'll go
be
first game 2.
Charlie's time.
Start.
But Shuping needs to mount his comeback right now if he wants to get that second YCS trophy.
All right, we'll see the first checkpoint. Is there anything before the main phase? Doesn't seem like it.
He does have Molt Charming Falls in draw, but here, this is the classic Shuping move. He starts off with Fiendsmith's Track. This is where he's at his best.
Very strong at playing around at least one of the cards in Charlie's hand here in that Droll and Lockbird, getting the Lurie on the field.
Looks like Charlie might be considering to use something here, but he doesn't. Linking away this fabled Lurie into Fiendsmith Requiem effect. He has the Fualos. Is there another Ash Blossom here from Shuping? Does he have it again?
It doesn't seem like it. It would be a pretty immediate response.
He's going into the tank. Deep think here. And no, there's no Ash Blossom this time.
We're going to be able to get at least one draw here. Lacrima is going to be able to hit the field for Shuping, but he's not going to want to extend too far here. We see how powerful the Mitsurugi cards are when they're able to be paired together.
Lacrima the Crimson Tears on summon will be able to send a Fiendsmith card from the deck to the graveyard. Let's see if he just goes for Fiendsmiths in Paradise. Indeed he does. He wants to summon from the extra deck and his deck as little as possible, giving Charlie as few cards as he can.
Sets up an interruption here. He has access to Requiem and Lacrima, so we will have follow-up. Doesn't need to do anything else with the Fiendsmith side of things right now. We'll see how much you can... Oh, it's just
A
the
set.
one set.
And a pass. Oh, this could be Charlie's moment.
Stand by.
All right, we are entering the main phase.
Let's see what Charlie has to work with in terms of starters.
Is it a normal summon of Ice Ryzeal to get us started in this game?
And 3 a.m.
Oh no, I don't think Charlie's hand is that strong here either.
Almost.
It's going to be a normal summon of Sword Ryzeal, one of the easiest tells of a weak hand. Is there going to be any response at all? A Veiler.
Oh, man.
That could prove brutal here.
You know, Shuping's banking on Charlie's hand not being good if he's going to use the effect failure right away on Sword Ryzeal. He's saying, I hope you don't have any way to get another level 4 monster on the field, because duo drive could be disastrous. He does have that Fiendsmith in Paradise to also kind of cover his bases and maybe just keep him off anything from the extra deck. Sometimes when you have those defensive options in your hand, you're not going to have as many starter cards, and Shuping is really hoping that's going to be the case here. You say go?
Is that a pass back?
Oh, man.
So my turn.
All right, this is Shuping's moment now to jump back into this game. It's back and forth here in game number 2.
Not having a hand strong enough to capitalize on forcing your opponent to skip their turn. We're going to immediately link summon the second copy of Fiendsmith Requiem. Requiem is going to activate, tributing itself to summon a Fiendsmith monster from the deck. We're going to be summoning potentially a second copy of Lacrima here if he wants to have multiple level 4 monsters.
More light fiend monsters as well.
Maybe he sided it out.
I mean, at the very least, he'll still have an Engraver if he did side out some of his Lacrimas. And it does look like Fiendsmith Engraver is going to be special summoned from the deck. He's going to equip the Requiem here to Engraver, it looks like.
I don't imagine he's going to be using the effect to clear the sword, not want to open up the chance for something like another
Charmer.
Yep. But also, you just want to go for Caesar here, right?
Definitely. So he's going to be able to fill up the fusion requirements to special summon Necroquip Princess by sending the Requiem and the Engraver to the graveyard. Now he's going to be able to shuffle back a Light Fiend to special summon Fiendsmith Engraver from the graveyard to the field. That gives him 2 level 6, and as you hinted at, Asala, he will be looking to go into a rank 6 and probably DDD High Wave King Caesar.
Caesar especially strong against the Mitsurugi variant, being able to stop the ritual spell.
You have how many questions?
5.
We'll see how he wants to proceed here. Is he going to go straight in to the Caesar, or is he going to try to commit to sequence? No, it looks like they're going to be overlaying those monsters into the DDD High Wave King Caesar.
Battle.
Just going a simple battle phase here, attacking over for 13 points of damage.
Shuping keeps life the exact same way I do. 80. Yep. I even scratch it out too when I'm done with the game. But yeah, he's going to attack over that, and we're having some honest Yu-Gi-Oh here. But that's what's cool about the Fiendsmith card is you can play low to the ground and not have to go too crazy.
I mean, you know that your opponent's hand is weak. They had to pass as soon as Sword Ryzeal was dealt with, so you know they need another starter at this point. And you already have the Caesar to deal with most things.
Ending main phase 2.
And into main phase 2, end phase, it's Charlie's turn again.
I don't know what the card needs to be here. I mean, I got a glimpse at what Charlie drew. That was not the card he needed. Charlie taking a look through his extract here, see if there's any potential outs that he can take advantage of. We are going to, how did I miss that? Normal summon Ice Ryzeal.
So this first.
Oh, special summoning Ice Ryzeal. Because we don't want to play into the Caesar. I guess that was the card drawn for turn. Pretty good one.
Oh yeah, it had to have been. He would have definitely normal summoned Ice Ryzeal last turn over the sword.
I saw another Molcharmi and I just assumed that's what he drew for turn because he never had the opportunity to activate it. And now we're going to be normal summoning Saji. Is able to add back the Murakuma that was just sent to the grave for the effect of Ice Ryzeal. Well, not effect per se. But
Kusanagi?
oh yeah, Kusanagi.
But adding back the Ame no Murakamo is excellent here. And it's also just a level 4 on the field.
But we're going to be...
DD Crow! DD Crow coming down for Shuping. I have not seen a DD Crow in I don't know how long.
You have several options to banish your opponent's light or dark monsters, but I suppose DD Crow is also one of them.
Oh, wow. It doesn't require your opponent to have any monsters on the field at least, so there is some advantages.
It also hits anything. So.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. So that's going to cut him off from the Ame no Murakamo. Now he's going to overlay for Duo Drive.
But that's going to just get hit with Fiendsmith in Paradise, right?
I think so. It looks like, yep, Shuping is going to activate the Fiendsmith in Paradise. Since the duo drive was special summon, he's going to be able to send the Fiendsmith Desiree to the graveyard, take care of the duo drive.
Desiree is going to put a Requiem back in the extra deck. There is still a Requiem in the graveyard for Lacrima here.
In the main phase.
Into main phase.
Nothing.
In phase.
In phase. Charlie's passing back in phase. Shuping's going to use Lacrima the Crimson Tears effect to shuffle it back into the deck to special summon out the Fiendsmith Requiem during Charlie's turn so that he'll be able to summon another copy of Fiendsmith Requiem during his own turn if he so chooses.
I mean, he only needs to...
Man, we might be going to a game 3 here, Asala.
I can only assume we're going to a game 3. There is still one hope for Charlie here. When we're going to be activating this Requiem, there's going to be a Fualos chained. Is there an Ash Blossom for it? There is an Ash Blossom for it!
He drew into the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring for the second Mulcharmy Fualos. Shuping's not going down without a fight.
At this point, Charlie should just concede. No, he said the word right before I could.
He's seen enough. Final duel of YCS Providence, Rhode Island 2025.
Let's start the minigame. Is there anything before the main phase here? Doesn't look like it from Shu.
She's taking a seat back in his chair.
He doesn't look as excited as he normally is. That's a...
Maybe it's on purpose.
Is that a draw phase? I imagine that could be a draw phase. Prayers tributing the Ameno Habakiri.
So he's going to be able to add... This is going to do a lot.
This is doing everything. It looks like he's eyeing the Aramasa. Prayers, when it's able to tribute as part of its cost, it's able to resolve both effects, able to pay 800 to special summon a monster from your hand or graveyard, as well as add a monster from the deck to the hand. The Habakiri in the following chain, because it was tributed, will also be able to add any Mitsurugi card from the deck to the hand. We're going to be adding the Aramasa and then summoning the Aramasa. Aramasa on summon or when it's tributed is able to add another Mitsurugi monster from deck to hand.
Next chain.
We'll probably go Chainlink 1 Habakiri, Chainlink 2 Aramasa.
This Aramasa is rotating card.
Yes.
So he's going to get a couple of Mitsurugi cards here.
We're going to potentially start the main phase with a Mitsurugi Ritual to try to summon the Murakumo.
Shuping did pick his hand back up. Maybe he does have some points of interaction here. Not going to be a Mulcharmy Fualos, though.
I mean, there was no... Technically, he has not summoned from deck yet.
True, true.
Perulia would have been very strong in these positions.
Going
to be adding another Habakiri.
Indeed, he does.
And then there is the Mitsurugi Ritual. Habakiri, just an insane card for the Mitsurugi deck.
Main phase 1.
Looks like we're in the main phase now. Gonna be activating that Mitsurugi Ritual. Is there any response for Shu? Doesn't look like it. It's going to resolve. We're gonna be Ritual summoning the Habakiri from the hand, tributing monsters from the deck. We'll see what he tributes. Likely a copy of Saji as well as Kusanagi. Yep, there is this Kusanagi. And there's the Saji. So both these effects will now trigger in the graveyard. Saji will be able to add any Mitsurugi spell or trap, and then Kusanagi can add back any Mitsurugi card from the graveyard or banished.
Yep, Mitsurugi Ritual, you can use each effect once per turn, so you can summon from your hand and from your deck. Saji's going to add probably Ame no Murakamo if he doesn't have it already.
You can kind of see peeking into Shuping's hand here. There is a copy of Droll and Lockbird, but because so many effects were activated in the draw phase, you were not able to activate that Droll and Lockbird.
Smart stuff from Charlie by making sure to be able to add all these cards before he had that opportunity to use Droll, but now the Droll and Lockbird will come down. But is it too late? Is it going to be enough at this stage in the game?
I mean, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay, you know? At least it cuts off Duo Drive for sure.
Yeah, but you're not going to... You might be keeping him on just the Mitsurugi cards and not having to worry about as many Ryzeal issues.
The Mitsurugi cards are pretty good. But now he can activate the Ritual spell to go ahead and summon from deck. Oh, actually, that's a card we haven't seen in quite some time. Your Triple Tactics talents.
He's going to take a peek. It's limited to 1 now, but Charlie has an opening hand, and we
That
see
is you saw the crowd go, yeah, to, oh.
That's
Yeah,
not
it
first
won't be
one.
that
It won't
one.
be that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to draw the Fiendsmith in Paradise. That's something you want to send from your deck to the graveyard, so that's going to be staying in Shuping's hand. The Bonfire is going to be able to replace.
I mean, it probably has to be the X Ryzeal, right?
Yep.
You don't want to let him lead with X here.
X?
At least
Yeah.
force out the Bonfire, especially when Murakumo's going to be on the field here.
Oh, man, but still, he basically just has 2 cards in hand now, just Bonfire and
Bonfire,
Sword
Bonfire,
Ryzeal.
Sword.
It's Bonfire, Sword Ryzeal, and the card that you're going to discard from Murakumo.
Indeed it is. Charlie has all the information he needs. Now he's going to use the Mitsurugi ritual to summon from deck by attributing the Ame no Habakiri, Mitsurugi, to summon Ame no
I'm
Murakamo.
discarding next turn.
No Mitsurugi.
Yeah.
Yep, and just as you called it, Asala, Shuping already knows what card he's going to discard for that effect of Murakamo.
Will Habakiri be summoning back to the field? It looks like he's opting out, and we're setting 3 to the Spell and Trap. No Ryzeal cards.
Just no prayer out of the 3 and that's it.
Yep, he does know Mitsurugi Prayers. That's going to be able to threaten an entire field wipe with the effect of Murakumo. Going to be able to destroy all monsters on the field.
Harvey's Feather Duster off the top? Nope, it's going to be
That's all
Bonfire. He's going to start with Bonfire.
So, this is. Do you have the trap? Do you have Mitsurugi Great Purification to be able to cut this off as well? Because you know that is going to be your way into X Ryzeal. If he doesn't use it here, he's going to have to activate. He's going to have to normal summon Sword with the information that he has.
Charlie thinking long and hard about this. It's a very important, crucial moment. Could be the most important moment of his dueling career, and he does have
Yeah,
the
there's a Great Purification.
That's negated, right? The tribute one.
I mean, does he have DD Crow for the Murakumo here? It looks like it's able to just come back.
So now we just know he has Sword Ryzeal, Fiendsmith in Paradise, plus 1 draw.
We're going to
What
be
is it
adding
gonna
another
be?
copy of Prayers here. Okay, how powerful was this draw shipping? We've seen your Heart of the Cards so far in this
Question.
tournament.
Murakamo's effect to make them discard when it's on resolution or it's on the activation.
Yeah, to answer Charlie's question, the card would be discarded at resolution when the player opts
Okay,
to
that's on
decide if the
resolution.
card is going to be negated.
I mean, this really comes down to what did Shuping draw for turn?
Look, it's a normal summon sword activating effect. Will we be chaining the Murakumo, or will we be activating an infinite permanence to just potentially end the turn immediately?
Could be the last card that's activated of the tournament if it's an infinite permanence, if Shuping didn't draw anything useful.
I mean, there is still one unknown here from both players. It is infinite impermanence!
The Sword Ryzeal is cut off. Now,
Battle.
going to battle phase, Sword Ryzeal is going to attack over the Mitsurugi monster.
69.
That cuts off some of the value that you can get off Prayers here.
300. 300.
Main phase 2.
Yeah, but he has not been able to go into the deck yet.
Into
Ending
main phase 2.
It looks like the turn is going back to Charlie. He's going to activate that Prayers because there's no reason not to. He's going to not do it in the main phase, though.
No, yep, in phase, he's thinking if he wants to do it or not.
He already has another Prayers in hand. He might as well get his value here.
Yeah, just go ahead and use it and add something from your deck to your hand. You don't even have to use the extra effect.
You can add something from deck to your hand. You can clear your field a little bit here, or to play around a Bestial, but you have to respect Crow now that you've seen it. This is the question. Is he going to respect Crow?
Yeah, this is my grip.
Oh, okay, he put the...
I think he's about to. They're both
Yeah.
the same card. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just-
yeah. Yeah.
They're the same card.
Yeah, look, we're going to Prayers Tribute the Murakumo here. It's
Okay.
going to be able to summon a monster from hand or grave, as well as add. In this position, okay, we can add another copy of Habakiri. For maximum value, we're going to be able to summon Saji from the graveyard. Saji is going to be able to add back, or not Saji, we'll go for Kusanagi from the graveyard to add back anything, even another copy of that Prayers, and then Murakumo will come back as well. But if we want to respect DD Crow here, we could just summon back the Murakumo off the Prayers. You already have another copy of Prayers in your hand. don't need to do it now.
Charlie could be moments away from becoming a YCS champion.
I mean, this is where you can't slip up. Don't give Shuping a chance. It looks like he's going for the maximum value, going for Kusanagi. And then
That's going to add back from the graveyard on summon.
maybe going for the Aramasa here. And then Murkumo's not going to come back. Oh, because he already used it to come back. He already used it to come back.
But he's going to special summon X Ryzeal.
Straight from the top.
He did not hesitate with this play. He knows he's moments away. The pace of play is picked up here for Charlie. Sends duo drive to the graveyard. X
There's only one unknown here. It's Troll and Lockbird.
Okay, that might be something.
I mean, you can chain the prayers now if you'd like.
I think he's going to. Shuping just trying to buy himself some time to figure out how to get back into this game. Shuping looking to the sky for answers, but I don't know if the meteor's going to come down.
I can't tell if Charlie's still considering in the chain here or not. Looks like, yep, Droll and Lockbird has resolved. We're going to be special summoning Sword Ryzeal for no effect.
I mean, yeah, Shuping just with one card in hand, and it's the Fiendsmith in Paradise. You could just go into Detonator.
I mean, yeah, Detonator in this such a simplified position is going to be, I think, most of what he needs. I mean, yeah, those monsters are not going to stay there that much longer.
Let me do math.
Oh, Charlie may potentially trying to find a way to win this game this turn.
Got to run some numbers.
Doesn't want to miss an opportunity here. He knows everything that Shu has. All right, it sounds like he adds the math here. We're going to be overlaying the X Ryzeal and the Sword Ryzeal.
It's going to be Eclipse Twins, maybe?
It's going to be Dugaris.
All right.
Strong way to make your monsters bigger, or we're just going to be using its effect to revive.
Just going to detach the two materials from number 61, I believe. Number 60, Dugaris, the Timeless. He's going to use the effect to summon out his Ame no More Akamo in defense mode.
Murkumo is going to be able to hit the field. It's able to trigger its effect to destroy all monsters the opponent controls.
This was summoned properly, right?
It was, in fact, summoned properly.
Not this guy. Not this guy.
I believe the Habakiri was also summoned properly as well. One of those were.
I think he might have added back the one.
No, he added one from deck.
Oh, that's right,
yeah.
that's right. All right, he doesn't want to fumble here at the finish line. Can't activate prayers under Droll and Lockbird.
He can use the revive effect, but he can't
Add anything beyond.
normal summoning the Aramasa just to normal summon it.
Can't go into Detonator anymore. The Ryzeal monsters are gone.
Just can't attack correct? Yeah, one in hand, right?
Charlie, do not want to fumble here at the finish line. We need to keep up the pace of play. Judges are being pretty nice about it.
I mean, they have 14 minutes left on the clock. This game is definitely going to be over. He's just making a duo drive for the stats here. Let's see if he's using the effect to attach.
Charlie's going to have to skip his next main phase, right?
Yes.
If there is another main phase.
I think the way he's playing, he's not hoping for another main phase. You can still activate Freyr's Effect to Tribute even if you aren't going to resolve the effect assert, I'm pretty sure. So that will be able to summon Murakumo and the Habakiri.
1200.
Wait. This is 28 to me 12.
1200.
So 16.
1600 with the duo drive, attacking over the Sword
What is that?
Ryzeal.
That's
I
right.
was a
this-
full. I was a full.
Okay.
So 64 now.
Okay. Needs to do 6,400 more. How much attack?
15.
Okay, 1,500 from the Dugaris here.
49.
49. And now we're going to be activating prayers?
No, he's just going to
he
set
said
it
it,
just
okay.
so he has the board wipe. He has the negate, or at least force him to discard.
Interesting that he.
But
did it
Shu's
this
sitting
way.
on nothing. Shu has nothing.
Pass.
Yeah, pass.
That's just how your deck does.
Shu has nothing. He's going to need a top deck, and it's going to have to be a really good one. Charlie doesn't have a main phase next turn, but he's not going to need it if Shu isn't able to draw something to get out of the situation.
I mean,
It's not my main phase.
All right, he's going to main phase. He didn't go to concede phase. He's going to
Lacrima.
normal summon Lacrima the Crimson Tears.
you don't really want to activate Murakuma here to let him discard the Fiendsmith in Paradise.
Lacrima's not a bad draw.
I mean, do you not just get rid of it immediately?
I mean, we're going to see if that's what Charlie decides to do with the...
Okay, no, he's going to use its effect here. He was able to send the Engraver. Requiem is immediately summoned. Going to be able to link it away.
And activate the effect right away.
I mean, now at this point, Charlie just has to be patient. Just get maximum value off the effect of Murakumo. At this point, he's likely just, because the Fiendsmith cards have now hit the graveyard, you're never going to activate Murakumo's effect to negate. Engraver will hit the field off the effect of Requiem.
Requiem effect?
Requiem will be able to equip to the Engraver.
Requiem effect, Requiem, and your Rhode.
All right, looks like he's going to try and take care of the duo drive.
He might just let that go.
I think you do, yeah.
Yep. Duo Drive is going to be sent to the graveyard off the effect of Engraver. And now will we be seeing an Engraver come down or come back from the graveyard?
Does Shubing play Typhon? Wait, did he only summon? No, he summoned twice from the extra deck. He has Duo Drive and Dagaris, yeah.
Typhon would definitely be something. It buys you the 2 turns you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't think Shubing has Typhon in the extra deck here.
Not a lot of space in that extra deck anymore. Yep, okay. Engraver is going to be putting back the Requiem to himself back on the field. This is where I believe you activate the prayers.
I 100% want to do it right here, and it looks like he is going to move to do so.
Oh, Great Purification could also use its effect. Always forget about that effect in the graveyard. Purification is going to be able to banish stuff from the grave to revive.
This
Yeah,
one was
one
something.
was
Yeah. One was probably something.
Sure.
And then he's going to have to tribute a monster on the field. He's going to tribute that Murakumo. Murakumo's effect is going to activate.
And it's
summon
going to
itself
destroy
back.
both of the Engravers. Shubing just has Fiendsmith in Paradise in his hand. He's used all his graveyard effects, and that's
That's it! Charlie